Hello viewers, welcome back. We're here in Minecraft. I know everyone knows Minecraft. Everyone loves Minecraft. And so we got a little house here. So let me explain. So real quick, I didn't really want to come back and play one of the usual games like TF2 or Bloons. We can go back to that, but I wanted to come back and do something really relaxed, something extra chill. And I know that's kind of the MO with these longer videos that I try and emulate anyway. But no, Minecraft was just something that I felt like giving it a try. And this isn't ordinary Minecraft. This here is modded Minecraft. Now, the thing with modded games with me is that I don't really tend to go overkill with the mods. You know, I only stick to maybe 10 or 15 at most. I don't do like 50 quality life mods, 30 content mods. You know, I used to do that. So back in the day when I played modded Terraria, which I might do in the future on the channel because Terraria is pretty great. Um, I would when I first discovered that you wow, look at this uh, terrain over here. When I first discovered that you could mod Minecraft, right? I was like, holy crap, this is the coolest thing ever. Let me throw in every single mod I can, make the coolest game. And it was neat for a time, you know, being able to beat the game in like 4 hours because I had every single quality of life uh, modification to the game. But it made the game lose its sauce a bit. You know, and that's what I feel like the bane of any kind of mod experience is. Wow, one coal, one whole coal, huh? So what I mean by that is like if you put too much quality of life, you're not getting like the real baseline experience of the game. And mods are fine. Like you'll see, I'm still using mods. The main mods I have in this are exploration stuff. So you actually see that little house there. I did not build that. That is a random structure. And you notice I'm actually already a little bit into a game. I did play about 10 minutes, but I realized some things were off with the recording. I'm washed. It's been just it's been like a week, and I'm already like losing everything. But I think the nail in the coffin with it was so I've got this item here. It's a special item. Mainly, I have exploration stuff. You know, biomes aplenty, structure mods, you know, like this, just to really spruce up the exploring out in the open. And I'll explain why in a moment. But the main reason is because of this. This is the last mod. So this little suitcase here, it's very special, and it kind of turns Minecraft into one of the more, how do I put this? This mod that I found is exactly what I wanted, and turns Minecraft into one of the more relaxing and enjoyable experiences I've had in gaming in a long time. And it makes me excited to play this. And it's not like this is the first time I'm using it. I just thought, like, you know what? Let's go back, have some more fun with this mod, and do that for this video. Um, so let me show you what this is, right? And this wasn't working before for some reason. I had to load and open it again, so I had to restart the whole recording. But I hope it works now. Right here. So you just place it down, and you right-click. And you go into a little pocket world, and this is the coolest thing ever. Now, this pocket world. It's not like it's always day. It's following the same cycle, but there's no mobs. No mobs can spawn. You're on this little block. You can jump down, and in fact fall from any height, and there's no fall damage. It always just ports you back here. It's just like a perfect little spot. I don't know if I can mine in the grass yet. Oh no, you can. I didn't know if there were restrictions to that. No, there's like no restrictions at all. And you may notice, oh, it's a little bit of a small patch, but if you do build down, I don't know if you can see. Now there's no way you can see. There's a little like white block there that you can go down and give it some materials to increase the size of the little base plate here. But the main idea is just it's supposed to be this little safe space that you can go into anytime. You can build your base here. You can put chests. You can put your crafting stuff. You can bring in mobs later on. You can bring in villagers. This can be the idea of this is your entire base, home base, is in your pocket. Now, the thing with Minecraft, right, is you always got to have some place to have your home base, and the one of the main parts of the game. I don't want to call this a bane. I don't want to call this a problem because it is part of the gameplay. You know, this is the same kind of argument I made with quality of life mods. However, you do still have to. It is still important to bring up that like when you have a base, there's always in the back of your mind, you're like, I can't go too far, or I'll always have to make some time to travel back. I have to save the coordinates. You always got to keep all that in mind. With this, when you just carry your base in your pocket, none of that matters. And you can go mine for like 20 years, and just get all the ore you want. You can go exploring. That's why I have a focus on exploring mods, so you can go really far and just never have to worry about backtracking. The only thing you have to really say with coordinates is like if you see a cool structure or if there's like a special village you want to go back to. But honestly, you don't even really need that because this stuff is everywhere with a mod like this. So you just kind of just keep going. And I think that's super cool. I think that's really, really cool. And you can always just right click this and go back. And you just break the briefcase and you just keep going. And this is just so cool. I thought this was when I discovered this, right? Because I looked up like exactly that with Pocket Dimension, like a mod like that. It gives you a little space to go into, a safe space to go into. And I'll tell you, I was so happy when I found this because this is exactly what I want. This is perfect. Um, it's not the latest version of Minecraft. I think this is like 1.19, but it's still Minecraft. So we're gonna build an axe. We're gonna get some more. I mean, we really need wood right now, but oh, you know what? I should have built a pickaxe. I'm not even paying attention right now. But that's kind of the idea. There is one downside, and I'll be honest, it is a downside, and that is that you can't sleep in here because obviously the way it works is it's. I mean, you'll notice I can well, once it gets darker, I can lay down, and it actually does let me sleep. So that's a lie. I can't sleep, but it doesn't pass time. So I was really hoping that you could hop in here in your safe space and take a little nap and come back out and it's daytime, so you don't have to worry about mobs. But that's not the case, unfortunately. You have to be in the overworld. And I get it. This is like another dimension, like the end or the Nether, where you can't. That doesn't work. So they couldn't like hard code that in. But it is a little disappointing and probably like the one hitch in this mod, because otherwise this is perfect, right? But basically, if I want to pass time, I have to pick up my bed and just put it and sleep in the overworld. Which is like, why would you want to go sleep out in the open in like the dangerous overworld and not like in your safe little space? I feel like that's like that's a flaw, but it's not a big deal. There's enough you get in this that like that's totally fine. I don't care. So we're just gonna stash some stuff. I actually did take the horse armor. I was talking about how I wasn't. You didn't see it because it was in the last recording, but I'm like, horse armor is such a an inventory filler. You get it in chests. They like to throw it in modded chests all the time. I did get a bucket. An early bucket's really nice because I'm gonna fill it with water. It'll be a huge utility. We only got 2 coal, which is unfortunate. But the starter chest did actually give me some torches. And that's actually one of the main reasons I like the starter chest, because torches are awesome. And if you don't find any coal fast enough, and you don't have any torches, and it becomes nighttime, I mean, with a mod like this, it doesn't really matter, because I can just hop in here. But it can be a little bit dangerous, you know? And it's always nice to just have some torches to at least light up your first little area. Now, the thing with the briefcase is, I don't have it in my inventory. It's not something that you automatically start with. There is actually a crafting path that you can go to get it in survival. I did have to cheat and cheat it in the inventory. But I don't really, that's because I don't really see the point in it not being something you start with immediately. I get the idea where you play Minecraft, you get it naturally, and then you can move everything to that. But I feel like starting a game from scratch with that availability, building your whole base up as you go through the game, that's kind of like what makes the mod fun. So if I just like went and played Minecraft normally for most of it, because I don't think it's as extreme where you need like a Nether star, but you definitely need like you need diamonds and you need like certain materials that make the final briefcase itself, and that's like that's not like late game, but it's late enough where like I'm gonna be doing normal Minecraft stuff until then. I don't want to be doing normal Minecraft stuff. I'm playing modded Minecraft, man. So that's pretty much the whole gist of it. What I want to do is kind of just relax with this for the next like 50 minutes. We're just gonna go around, play Minecraft like normal, come in here, do some building, try and get like a nice little cozy spot, and just kind of enjoy ourselves, right? That's the whole point. I'm gonna take this Neo World. I want to skip the uh, nighttime here so that I can keep going, keep exploring. Would be cool to find a village, but I don't really doesn't really matter this early. The only thing I really care about, I actually want to get mining pretty quick. It's the coolest thing ever when you go mining with this mod because, like I said, you don't have to come up to the surface or at any point if you have a full inventory or anything. You can just mine forever. I mean, of course, eventually you'll want to leave and go back to the overworld so you can do more exploring. But you can just like make a new shaft. If you go really deep in mining and don't know how to get what back, you can just make a new shaft upwards. Um, so it's all very cool like that. I don't want to kill any animals. I like animals. It started when I first played. It started with sheep, where like I really don't want to kill sheep because I think the sheep in this game are adorable. Chickens and cows and pigs, I can tell you to leave it. But I recently discovered that there's fish in these little rivers, and they actually spawn abundantly. And you cook them up, and they're basically the same thing as food. I'll kill fish. I'll kill fish all day, buddy. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look for some fish. We have a little bit of coal, not a lot. So that's another thing I want to do is get a lot of coal. Here we go. Give me. Yeah, we're gonna get a whole bunch of fish here. Make sure we're set with food. One thing I really like to do in Minecraft, and actually I should have, because I did see some mods for this and I thought better of it, but now I kind of wish I could put that in now. I mean, I could put it in retroactively. Minecraft's pretty good at that, but farming mods. So like mods that like add more, garden stuff, add more food stuff that you can grow. Because in Minecraft, it's just like a few things, like it's potatoes and carrots and wheat and beets if you want to do beets, but those aren't good. Um, and it's kind of pretty fun to do farming. And in fact, farming is one of the best ways to like first build up a village or empire. Because the way that you can just trade to a farmer, because you can get farms really big and have like really big returns on your farming. So it's really easy to get like a lot of carrots, a lot of potatoes that can trade for a lot of emeralds. Um, so that's always the route that I tend to go down. We already got 9 fish here. We're gonna grab some water while we're here. Water bucket. I love water buckets. I didn't realize the utility of them until I played a game and focused on utilizing it. Because the thing with water buckets is like you can use them. Like if you're up a hill, you just place it down and you can ride your way down. If you're trying to climb a hill, instead of breaking blocks, you place it a little bit higher. You can go up. It's it's fairly like for moving around. It's really good utility. Speaking of utility, what we're also gonna do. Well, hold on. We gotta go. We gotta go in our pocket here. We're gonna make a boat so we can go around on all the water. Because traveling through water is a great way to just blast through the environment. Let's do some of this, and pretty soon I'll get around to building a little home in that little base there. But not yet. Here we go. Man, yeah, we got a jungle over here. We've got the birch wood over there. I think birch wood's pretty good. I used to not like it, but birch wood's pretty nice. We got dark oak over here with the mushrooms. We got some options if I want to get like some alternative types of wood. I don't really. I think I'll just stick with oak for now. You'll see I'm really bad. I mean, Terraria I'm bad enough, but in Minecraft I am horrible at building. All I do is like wooden blocks for a house, right? I don't know how to like spruce it up, so I've been trying to figure out. Another mod I put in gives a lot more recipes for like types of benches and chairs and like furniture and things. So I'm hoping to use that and fill up my house with a little bit more pizzazz. Make it like a relaxing spot. Come here, fish. Come here, fish. Come here. There we go. Look at all the fish. Look at how many there are, dude. Like I'm already at like 12 fish here. It's pretty fantastic. Fish are a great source of food. We got some mushrooms. I've always wanted to live inside one of these mushrooms. I don't really know why, but it looks really cozy. Like you take out the stem. It's a 3x3 room. You close off the edges. It's just a cool little house, you know? I like the look of the material on the inside. Like the sponginess of it. I don't know. I might just be weird. Now, I did see a structure. Did I see one? You guys saw it too, right? I don't know where it is. But yeah, there's a lot of cool new structures as well that we can explore and See if we can can't find something neat. My inventory is a bit messy right now, but let's go down here. Let's see if we can't find any coal. Coal is I went on this tangent in the last recording. Coal is the most important resource for sure. That is all I want. It's interesting because it's like the first one you get, but it ends up being the most important. And you may be thinking, how is it like better than diamonds? And it's pretty clear why it's better than diamonds. You get diamonds, right? And it's like, oh, cool, diamonds. It's the strongest material. Although actually not anymore, because now there's like netherite or something. But anyway, it's like, oh, I have diamonds now, and I can, make all the best tools and the best armor, and now I'm set. And it's like, okay, great. So you get like 30 diamonds, right? You get your full set of armor, you get your full set of tools, and then what? Like, what happens when you get more diamonds? You can stockpile them, sure, and you can make replacements for your tools as you break them and stuff. But it's like, it gets to the point where it's just kind of just collecting them. Like, once you get a stack of diamonds, that's pretty much good for a long time. Coal, on the other hand, is very different because coal is how you get most of the best food. All the cooked food you need coal. Ores, smelting ores you need coal. Even like building stuff like glass. Glass takes coal. Stuff like this. Um, torches, torches take coal. One of the most important items in Terraria in Minecraft is the torch, and coal's behind that, and it's all just a consuming resource. So the more coal you can find, the better. And there's some right there. So that's all we want. We want coal, coal, coal. Everything else is fine. I'll take some iron. Now that I already have a bucket, I don't really care for iron immediately. A shield would be really good. Because I'll tell you, skeletons, they suck. Skeletons are the worst mob. They are so much worse than creepers, than zombies, and everything. Even Endermen, because Endermen are easy to avoid. Skeletons, no, they got aimbot, and they'll shoot you from like 10 miles away from a dark spot in a cave. And if you're facing one down, one of the best ways to block those arrows is, well, the only way to block arrows, and that's a shield. So we're gonna try and get that. That'll be the only thing I would really want iron for at this point. Shears I don't really need because I don't really need wool right now. Because I did find a natural bed. Don't need to kill any sheep for that. Otherwise, I mean, let me I actually just did get a bunch of coal and make some torches. A couple more for some iron tools like an iron pickaxe. But again, don't really need a lot. Don't really need a lot of iron. And gold, I mean, don't even get me started on gold, right? Gold's kind of useless, isn't it? I don't know if they've added anything. Oh, speaking of, here's one piece of iron. Perfect. I can make a shield there. I don't know if they've added any use for coal. Surely they have. Or sorry, gold. I don't know if they've added any use for gold, but isn't it like the most useless thing ever? Because you make gold tools and stuff, but they're like really weak. I mean, they're really powerful, but they have low durability. So like no one uses gold. I mean, is there a use for it? Maybe they added something and you can now use gold to make like really important stuff, but oh, there's a zombie. I'm not really ready to fight any mobs yet, so I'd rather not, but okay. Can I get this chunk of coal here without anything attacking me? So with Minecraft, I play sounds when I do Minecraft, right? Because I do ever so often. I'll play with sounds all the way up, but I won't play with any music. Because I'll tell you what, music, it always bums me out. It always makes me depressed. Because all I think about is nostalgia with it. But, I did discover how there actually is a lot of new music in Minecraft. And it's actually pretty nice and relaxing and fun. So I'm like, okay. Plus, I feel like, I don't know if you can really even hear it. But, if I just made this completely quiet, probably be a little bit strange. So I was like, let's do it. Let's play some music. But I'll tell you, man, if it was like the original like playlist for Minecraft, that just whenever I hear that, it just makes me sad, man. Makes me sad because I think of like I don't know, 15 years ago, back when I would first play Minecraft, and the fun I'd have and how different life was. I mean, that's where nostalgia is, And it's a good kind of sad, but not really, because I'm trying to just have fun playing a game. So I tend to not play with the music at all. But we've got it going here, so I might hear a few beats every so often. But I'm picking up the torches so I can use them. I don't really care about going deep into a cave yet. Can I pick this up? Ah, okay. That torch is gone. But yeah, we don't want to go deep caving yet. I just want to get some coal to get us started. And then... Actually, I gotta be careful here. I do have my bed with me. Let me sleep right now. Here we go, sleeping in the open. See, this is what I mean. It's like, would you feel safe? Would you feel safe sleeping right here? In the open? In a dark cave? With a torch overhead? You know? I don't think so. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. But, you know, if I could sleep in my little safe pocket dimension, that's a different story. But anyway, we've got a good amount of stuff. There's a creeper! Oh man. He hit me, the edge of his explosion hit me. A shield's really good against that too. So yeah, we might want to get ourselves a shield as soon as we can. Oh, there's the structure I was seeing. Okay, let's see what this is about here. Or is it just some stone? I have played with this structure mod before, so I'm familiar with a few of the structures, but this, I don't really know what's going on with this. Is there something like if I break inside? I get some of this cool stone at least. And it doesn't look like it. It's just a pillar of rock. A pillar of chiseled stone there. That's fine. That's fine. We got the iron here. Let's put torches there. Put you at the end. Inventory's still a bit of a mess, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. You can just do that. You don't have to, if you're not, like, down here and you just right-click, you can go into it. I forgot about that. I like the physics of, like, just placing it down now. While we're here, let's drop off some stuff. I don't need these wood. I'll keep these wood here. And some stone just to have the things. Actually, I got a lot of coal. Let me make some furnaces. One thing is, of course, because, you know, this is how Minecraft works, is, you don't have any, what is it? I'm trying to think of how to explain. It, you know, when you're not in the dimension, the chunk isn't loaded, so, you know, stuff doesn't grow while you're away, and stuff doesn't cook while you're away. It is where it is, you know, it's fine. Let me get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water while this is cooking up. So, you know, it incentivizes you to stick around and kind of just relax. So while that's cooking, let me start building the very beginnings. The very beginnings of our base here. I'm just putting some more stuff away. We got a door already. Got a nice little lantern. Love lanterns, dude. They're amazing. One thing I always do is I always make like a big, well, I say always. I've been saying that a lot, but I really only have played with this mod a few times. But regardless, the thing I tend to do a few times I played it is I kind of do like a big like entrance room, you know, well, like a big opening room around this, right? So I keep some grass around it to keep it nice and look nice and cool. And then let's see, how do I do this now? What do I usually do? Or actually, hold on. Where's my other dirt? No, this is right. This is right. This is right. I'm just trying to see it in my head, you know? Do this, and then we do this, kind of like a grid pattern. So we keep the grass where it is. We kind of do like a little bit of a cool pattern like that, right? And then we'll just do the floor around the rest of it. Yeah, so a cool little entrance room. One thing that keeps me building things like very square is I make them small. So one thing I'm gonna try and do is make like, you know, a big frame, you know, so I can really make a big room, fill it with a lot of cool stuff. Because like I said, I do have that mod that adds some furniture. We're gonna see if we can find some of that. Um, and you know what? I realized I used up all my logs because building with logs is actually pretty effective too. It looks kind of cool. And I just realized I'm gonna want to move that chest. So okay, at least we got our food. Now we can finally eat. But we're gonna want to move this stuff here. So let's get out. Let's get rid of it. I'll keep the chest there. Oh, we got a tree that grew. Um, but yeah, let's see here. I'll tell you what. So let's talk a little bit about Minecraft. Um, one thing that does tend to always get me back is there's actually a certain YouTube video that I always come across, and sorry, I'm like having trouble breathing. No, I'm just getting a little congested here. It's this like this weather, man. The allergies. I mean, it seems like everyone's affected by allergies. I always think like I'm not affected by allergies, and it just hits me out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh man, I'm like everyone else. Oh man. So, but anyway, the thing with Minecraft is, I'm sure many of you are familiar with Skyblock, where Skyblock is like the most popular way to play Minecraft, other than just playing Minecraft. Where you know you have kind of like this, where you kind of like have a little island in the sky, and you just have to play Minecraft from there. So it's like a cool little like challenge. I don't really like challenges that are restricting. Oh well, that's what makes it a challenge. I guess I could just say I don't really like challenges. Um, I like things just like that's not really why I play games. Sometimes it's fun. Like I do like Dark Souls, and I do like Elden Ring, although I never beat Elden Ring. So you know I can understand the allure of a challenge, but for a game like Minecraft, I don't think I'm there yet. But anyway, there's this YouTube video, right? There's a YouTuber named Small Ant, who's pretty fun. He's a cool personality. He does, I mean, his whole brand essentially is doing challenges and stuff. That's pretty much what all of his YouTube videos are. And he does have a really big, uh, what is it? Skyblock game where he basically played like 2,000 hours and he did everything. He got like every advancement. Which okay, I'll go on a tangent about this later about why it's advancement and not achievement. It's always actually pissed me off. Like why is it different? Why is it not just achievement? I've had people who like Minecraft get mad at me for calling them achievements. I'm like, what is that? What does it mean by advancement? What's the diff? Like, let's just call them achievements. But anyway, it's him trying to do all that in Skyblock because Skyblock's very limited, and it's very entertaining and it really shows like the limits of what you can do in Minecraft. And every time I watch it, I'm always like, man, Minecraft, that seems pretty cool. I kind of want to play it now. And it's the same thing. There's another guy, Luke the Notable, who's done an extremely long hardcore game. Like he's done like 5,000 days in the game, like in-game days. Also very cool. Also very cool. And seeing these two people showcase like what the limits of Minecraft are, I'm always like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to play. I kind of want to do that. And of course, I never play for long, not nearly long enough to do that because I don't really. I watch those and I'm like, oh, cool. So that's how you do that, and then I forget. Like it's all stuff that you know, and of course, when you're watching it in video form, it's easy to forget that this stuff takes a while to do. So you know, you kind of have to stick with the game for a while. But you know, every time I hop on Minecraft, I'm always like, maybe this playthrough will go a little bit longer than they usually do for me. But anyway, so we got a nice little opening here, and we'll do like a cool little dome action, I think. So what are we thinking? What kind of space are we looking at? So we'll go along here. But yeah, so those have kind of been like my main, like I watch those, I'm like, oh, I want to play some Minecraft. So I hop on and I play like, you know, for an hour or two, and maybe I play another day and then I just forget about it. But maybe through this, I'll just always come back to this and do a little bit more, and before I know it, I'll be doing stuff I never thought I could do in Minecraft. That's always like the hope, is to do stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, the what is it? We want to do like a little bit of a dome action. So we'll do a cool cylindrical thing like this, and I'll get rid of that chest later. Okay, I'll do it later. But yeah, cool thing about this, like I said, there's no fall damage, so we can just build up high, jump down when we're done. Probably still good to get some ladders though, because thing with that is that'll let me you know, still come back up here if I want to do some more modifications. Because we'll need a roof. I want a nice big tall roof. And this is just the opening room, you know what I mean? But you'll see what I mean, where this kind of like, I only really know how to build with one material. Terraria, I'm kind of in the same boat. Terraria, even after playing that a whole bunch, I don't really know how to do good building. I mean, I've gotten a little bit better ever since like being aware and like trying to get better at it, but it's still like not the best. Because there's people who can do building, and it's like, wow. Not only does that look really good, it looks like really cozy. Like I want to sit in there for forever. You know, that's kind of what the appeal I want to get with my little space here. But I don't know if I don't really have the power to do that. I don't really know, and it's double so with Minecraft because in Minecraft I'm not as familiar with the materials, with the stuff you can do for building. Like just the other day, I had to remind myself that paintings exist. Oh, whoops. Paintings have been around since like the very beginning, like since I started playing. So I feel it's a little goofy that I would just like these are things I just don't think about because I don't play Minecraft enough. Let me actually let me build some ladders here. There we go. I'll get back up here. It's a little it's a little like hobbled together, but we'll get there. But yeah, and there, you know, there's a reason Minecraft has held up over time. It's one of the more timeless games ever. And even I have to admit, because there was a time where I was like one of those people who was like all in on Terraria and was like, yeah, Minecraft doesn't have a reason to exist. And of course now I'm like, no, that's not true at all. You know, Minecraft has its own appeals that Terraria doesn't replicate. But I guess it just all comes down to what you want in your game that you're playing. Because Terraria certainly can offer a lot of things that Minecraft can. But Minecraft is still the king at chill vibes, I think. And I don't think Terraria will ever be able to get to that level. So, because Terraria is all about action. It's all about like killing monsters and getting powerful weapons and stuff like that. So it's not really ever going to become a game like that. While Minecraft is always going to be a game like that. It seems like no matter what you add into the game, it always kind of can have that purpose still, and there's an appeal to that for sure. But anyway, let's get ourselves a door. We'll put the door right over here. And we'll do it inside like that. There we go. We got a nice little space in here. Maybe in the future I'll turn those into like steps. You know, the steps, put them upside down, make it a little bit feel a little bit cooler. But yeah, for now it's kind of neat. It kind of gives like a cool little spot. Let me place that lantern there. Let me actually, you know what? I have an idea. I know what I want to do with that. I need to make some fences. That's what I need to do. Let me do... Is this the right one? No, that's the opposite. Man, I'm already like 30 minutes into this, dude. Alright, once we get this main structure done, I don't want that deep, but we're gonna do like a little thing here. Once we get this main structure done, we're gonna continue on with our exploration. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm 4 off. I did the math wrong. I'm gonna do something a little bit funky here, and I'm gonna use oak logs here as a building material. I used to never want to do this. I've seen people do this. I mean, look how much better that looks, right? That's exactly why people do it. And I never realized how good it looks until I've tried it. Because I'm always like, why would I do that? Why would I waste a log like that? Because I'm like, one log can get me 4 pieces of wood, right? So why would I just use up 1 block when I can get 4 blocks? And that's exactly the type of player I am, where I'm always like looking at the efficiency of it. When it's like Minecraft isn't, that's not what it's about. Like, sure, it looks nice. I'll just go mine some more trees, dude. I can take the time to mine some more trees. So that's what we'll do. We'll mine some more trees. That's all we'll do. Part of the game. There is one super mod pack that I've heard about. Because I've tried some of the mod packs. Like, I played with a friend, and we did, I mean, it was Tech It or Hex It. Because I know those were both mod packs, but I don't know which one we did. But it was a huge mod pack. It had a ton of stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I'm starting to get vibes of, like, when I put everything into Terraria, like I mentioned earlier near the beginning of the video. And I was like, not really for me. However, there is a mod pack that I learned about that has a lot of content in it, but seems pretty cool still. And that's Greg Tech. And all I've seen about Greg Tech is like you play it, and to beat it takes like 3,000 hours, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of time. I really don't. I talked about this a lot in my old Terraria videos, but I never really put a lot of time into games. I'm really not much of a hardcore gamer. Because Terraria is probably the game I have the most hours in, and that's only about 600 or so. I don't have anything that's like 1,000 hours, or really much of anything like that. So the fact that just a mod of this game that, I mean, maybe back when I was younger, I put in a total, like, of my entire life, maybe 1,000 hours of Minecraft. But to think that I need like triple all the time I've played Minecraft in my entire life, you triple that and you make it only one mod, and it's like that's how you beat it. That feels so excessive. But I'm still appealed to try it because the thing is, when you get a cool content mod like that, or when you play a game that has a lot of content, it's not so much about like, I'm gonna play this until the end, I'm gonna beat it, and I'm gonna put a bunch of time aside every single day to do it. I mean, you can do that, and there's some fun to that, but when you don't have a lot of time, it can be overwhelming. But if you think about it a different way, where it's like I'm just gonna play and enjoy the journey, and it doesn't, and I'm not gonna beat it. It's not like I'm gonna be playing enough to beat it one day, but at least I'll always have content to look forward to, and I'll just be able to keep going. Because that's the whole idea, is that it's like the journey of it. So I might go and hop on that because it's all about like industrializing and creating technology that lets you like go into space and then like harvest materials from like planets that gets to the point, and then you like start getting like extra dimensional stuff, and it's like all this ridiculously complex stuff, but it all starts with just normal Minecraft, which seems pretty cool. Like even just the very beginnings of it, just having normal Minecraft with the add-on of like these different materials and different kind of technology you can get, like even just like like the steam age, the going through that and having different stuff like that. It just kind of switches up. So you don't just have like a furnace and a crafting table and that's your whole like get up. But anyway, I've been going on a tangent for a while, but this is pretty much finished. At least the room is. We can maybe spice it up a little bit later with some like little benches. I think there's actually a like a bench piece of furniture from the mod I mentioned. Let me see if I can build that real quick and throw that somewhere. Because wait, what is it? Let me see that this is a cool item too. There's an entire mod just for this. It's one of the really tiny mods. It just adds this in, which I don't need a compass for it, but this lets me essentially, supposedly, it lets me find any biome. Should be cool. I can use it to like let's just go on a journey and go towards a certain biome if I want. Oh, here we go. Look, we got a sink, we got a chair, we got a bench. Let's do the bench. Oh, the bench doesn't seem so hard to make. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. And you get four of them too? Let's put some benches in here, man. Oh, you know what? I can't do like oh, I made it a weird I made it the dimensions weird. I can't like I'd have to do three of them. Which I guess looks fine. Like we can just sit here and chillax. But I don't know, three and then like one bench would look even worse. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Let me build another one and then I'll just put them in there. And we'll just have them. There we go. And then we still have two benches left over for outside. I'm still gonna put in some torches just for the ambience of it. I'll even do this. There we go. We got a cool little like entrance room here. I got the door there. I'll have to put something over here um to keep it like that. But look at this. Look at this little room we got. This little entrance room. Already we're cooking, man. Maybe some flowers, put them in these little grass patches. Beautiful. But that's not even like we're not even that's just like the hut. That's just the entrance room. We don't even have an actual house yet. We gotta get going on that too. At least just a little room to put our stuff like our chests and things. And then we'll be going on and exploring some more. And maybe by the end of this video, find ourselves a village. That'd be pretty cool. We'll keep going here. I mean, a village is always like the coolest thing because you get materials, you get the villagers. It feels cool because it's like I'm not alone in this world. I have these weird Squidward people who live here as well, and they seem nice enough. So here, we'll just get this all the way out here. Tower's perfect. My shovel just broke. It's a perfect amount. Some more wood. There we go. And actually, let me just show you here now because I forgot I have the water bucket. Another great use of the water bucket. So you see, this is the thing here, and you right click it, and you can give it like I forget what number it is, but you need to give it like a certain amount of like just stone. I think it's like you give it like 50 stone. You actually have to smelt it in a furnace, like it's real stone. But at least you put in a little bit, and then it makes a whole nother block. I think this is 25 by 25. And we'll want to do that because we'll need space to do farming and stuff. So like the next block that we make, we'll make it like all farming focus. Although, oh, I got some sticks up here. Although we'll want a, oh, is that going to break the saplings? Whoops. The power of water. The power of water is what you must be cautious with. We'll need to make our actual house. And actually, you know what I could do? It's a little bit ambitious. I would need a lot more wood. I mean, I'm going to need a lot more wood, regardless. What if I make like a ring around the hut and have that be like my first like little room? Is I just have this like house that goes around the hut. And I just keep building outward like that. That'd be sick. Because I've always wanted like I mean, if you saw, again, really old, going back like 9 months now or 10 months, my Terraria, around when I was playing Terraria, I did show that video of like my Terraria world at the time, and I had like the giant house and everything going on with it, and because that's what I want. I just want it to be like the house as big as it can, and just have it all. Because when you build a house, it's like that's your territory, right? So that it's just it's a thing of a psychological thing of safety, you know, and just being relaxed. It's like, okay, this is my space. I didn't even think I'd be built. I forgot I came in here by accident. Let me just go back. Right back out here. Yeah, so you don't have to actually place it down, but sometimes like if you're in a cave, there's not really anywhere to look where you could just I guess you can look behind you. Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to do it like that. I just thought it was cool. Sometimes you gotta do something cool, right? But anyway, let's get some more wood, and then we'll save that building for another time. Maybe we'll keep doing videos like this, because here's the thing, right? So now I already mentioned this in one of my previous TF2 vids. Uh, but as much as I do like editing, and as much as I like how some of the videos turn out, it's just it takes so much time, and I don't have a ton of time to do that always. But there's still stuff I want to do, and it's gonna get to the point where like I'm gonna be going back to school in the fall. So I mean that's a few months away, but that's gonna take you more of my time. So I might have to start settling into a habit of just doing videos like this, which I think it's fun. It can help me practice my coherence, and frankly, it's kind of if it's kind of the most relaxed way to do it because I can just focus on just playing and having fun, and then throw the video up and uh, and not have to worry about like, okay, do I have time to edit this? Am I gonna have to like put time aside for this? Am I gonna and it's just gonna stress me out. Um, and but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see like if I get some more time and I can do some more edited stuff like balloons. Maybe we'll do some more of that just to keep those videos from being really long. Because when I do two games, especially going all the way to like round 100, it can be pretty lengthy. I have to edit it down. But also, I'm doing a good job now. But there's a lot of times where I'm just sitting there doing saying nothing and just being like blank, and and the editing kind of carries me. So I wanna. It'd be nice to do this. Right, that's what I meant by practice. Where like the more I do videos like this that force me to just to be a little bit more animated and to be a little bit more talkative and keep things moving. It'll help me out because I'm not really used to that clearly. And but the eventual goal is to do streaming one day. Which even if I wanted to right now, um, I don't have the tools. The internet in my home is pretty bad. I still have just a laptop. I don't have a full computer. So one day, once I get those, and once maybe the channel is doing a little bit better. Like I always talk about how like just do what you want for a year. I'm just gonna do what I want for a year, and maybe next year, next summer, I'll make the move and start doing some real big changes like that. But for now, we're chilling. They're just going a circle. That's the same house I was at. I am in a circle, dude. What am I doing? What am I doing? These trees are cool. What kind of wood is that? My axe is about to break too. What is this? Oh, mahogany. Wait, I thought mahogany was already in the game. It's the jungle wood. Wait, what? Wait, or is it? Oh no, I'm getting it confused with Terraria. This is just jungle wood, isn't it? Jungle log, right? Yeah. No, in Terraria, the wood in the jungle is mahogany. That actually threw me off for a loop. I was like, wait, mahogany, but there's already mahogany. What's going on? Okay, that's pretty cool. It's not nice like pink shade. I do like a good pink shade there. Oh, these trees are shaped weirdly though. It's hard to like I want to break one and get a sapling just to have. But a lot of trees, especially like modded trees, they make them really tall. That's it. They make them really tall and really big. There's a type of tree that's like a mighty. I forget what it's called, but I was playing with Biomes of Plenty and I did it and I went all the way to the top and I mined all the way down and got all the wood and I think it has something like 400 logs in it and that was one tree. 400 logs. It's unbelievable. But I was able to actually get the sapling, and so I was able to have that. Although I don't think I did anything with it. Let's go back into our little pocket here. Yeah, okay. So I think we'll want to. What do we want to do? Well, the chest was looking weird. I kind of want to move that before we finish up today. And I do need some new tools. That's why I came back here. I need some new tools. I should make that. I do sell that iron. I should make that shield as well. Um, so we'll get. Oh no, we don't want that yet. We'll need this, and we'll need the shovel. Okay, okay. There we go. And then we'll, because if I want to really do this and make like the ring around it, I'll need to figure out exactly what kind of dimensions I want. So I want at least a 3 wide walkway. Even more would be nice though. Oh, it's gonna be so big though. But you know what? I can handle it. I can handle it. It's gonna be a lot of digging, a lot of mining, but we can do it. I don't have the time to do it right now. I'm getting kind of excited. I almost want to play this in my free time, but uh, my but see that's the thing. It's like now I'm interested in this. So now it's like now I have to balance this. I thought this was just gonna be a one-time thing, but this is looking pretty fun. Now I have to balance this with TF2 and balloons because I don't want to give up on either of those either. The folly, the folly of making content and balancing what you want to do. We'll just do it all. We'll do it all, and we'll figure it out. I think we'll do something like this, where we kind of go 2 at a time. This is gonna be weird, but we'll do. Well, like I said, we'll at least get this started. And then this. There we go. Yeah, at the very least, this is all going to be wood. So let me just place all this now. There we go. Oh yeah, I might as well bring up since we already talked about my Minecraft inspirations. There is one more, and that is Markiplier's old Drunk Minecraft series. What a fun set of videos, man. Just the group of friends hanging out and doing ridiculous stuff in this game. And that always seemed really just really charming to me. So that's just another thing I might as well bring up. Like that's also part of what pulls me into Minecraft is seeing stuff like that. Okay. Man, this is tricky. Building is tricky, dude. I don't want to put anything in here because I want to take it out and move the chest. And the chest is really bothering me sitting right here, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. And now it's nighttime, so I can't go out and find a village. Oh, hardest game. The hardest game ever made. Let's see here. I think we're just gonna. Oh man. Okay, dude. I can't just like because you gotta make a decision. Because if you just run with like on your own, uh, if you just run with like what you think of immediately, and then like you do a bunch of work for it, and then you're like, oh, I don't really want this, and now it's like what it ruins it, dude. And now you're like, I have to break all this down because it's not really what I wanted. At least I'm happy with this. This turned out really nice. I still don't have anything over here, but I'll figure it out. Let me actually see if there's anything like in here. I'm gonna make a campfire. Does that just go on forever? Or do I have to keep putting in coal? If that goes on forever, that'd be pretty sick. I could put that somewhere. It's only one coal, couple logs. I might as well try it. Let me just place it somewhere. Place it over here. I mean, it's a closed room, so if this was real, it would be we'd all be dying. But yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, I kind of want to move it, but well, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there and see how we think. It's not gonna start a fire, is it? It's not gonna start a fire, is it? Like lava. We'll keep it there. We'll keep it there, and hopefully it doesn't burn the whole place down. What else we got here? We got gates. We got upgraded fences. Interesting. So they're like, what? Why would you need an upgraded fence? Because you already can't like get over a normal fence. Desk cabinet, kitchen drawer, just a crate. I guess that's for storage. Oh, you need like wow, you need a lot for that. A lot of these involve just like a lot of just uh whatever they are. Actual tables instead of having to put a pressure plate onto a fence. Blinds, window blinds. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is that all I can see right now? I can make a fridge? How do I make concrete? What? Is concrete just like a vanilla material? I had no idea. That seems like a some kind of modded thing. I don't have any mod that adds anything like that, so that must be vanilla. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, okay. I guess I can skip daytime. We are getting pretty close to the end though of the video. I really want to make a decision on this. Okay, so how do we want to build this? Because I like the idea of making it like a big ring around. Maybe I just need it to be larger, you know? Like even wider than this. I mean, it's gonna take forever, but I could start with just a semicircle, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah, what if I just like go to here and I flush it out a little bit more, go a little bit wider out. Sorry, tree. And we'll start like this. We'll fill all this in, we'll put up some walls, and this will be like our first home. There we go. I know I'm just doing a lot of building with this block, but the original oak plank block is special, okay? It's very special. Do we want the wall here? Again, let's just start building and just see how it looks, right? Get some glass actually. Glass is really nice. We'll get some eventually, but for now we'll just do it like this. Where's my axe, dude? There we go. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more wood. But we'll start like this, and then let's just do that. Wait, hold on, I'm just making sure. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. We did this correctly, I think. Yeah, because if it's not even, then what are we doing? I think it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm locked in, making sure that this is looking nice. Okay, we'll do this, and we'll start with the. Okay, yeah, that's definitely even. That looks pretty nice. And once we wall it up, and we have like our own little room here, we'll do. I mean, it sucks, so we'll have to move it over like 2 feet, but we'll put the new chest over here. We'll start like right there. I just grab all this. How much can I grab at once? Good enough. I'll get the other one broken in a second here. The gunpowder there, that. Fish, apple. Well, hold on. We gotta break the other one. There we go. Okay. There we are. Perfect. Okay. So we got this. We got this. We're gonna haven't made that shield yet. Throw on the iron horse armor. Throw on this. Don't know when we'll use those. We got bone meal. Coal we'll keep. We got some random logs here. Some dirt. A lot of dirt. One thing of cobblestone. Man, we're already gonna have to like make some make even more chest, like make chests specifically for I like to always keep the first wooden pickaxe, just a sentimental thing. But we're gonna have to make some more like specified chests for stuff later on, or pretty soon actually. This is fine for now. I need to place the furnaces somewhere. I'll throw this. I'll just throw this right there. We'll do the furnaces. Will go over there for now. I don't know. It's something, right? It's a little bit of a layout. It's better than what it was before. This has not started a fire yet. It also hasn't gone out yet, so that's pretty cool. I don't really know if I like how it looks. You know what? Maybe if I made like an actual fireplace. Let me try that actually. Let me do that. Oh, what? It doesn't even. Yeah, okay, game. Okay. Well, then let me actually really make sure. I actually got the stone. I could do a pretty cool fireplace. But did it really just break? Like it doesn't give it back to me? That's dumb. I don't have anything that's silk touch yet, game. What if I wanted to move it? I have to make it all again? I guess that makes sense. You can't really move a fireplace. It's weird enough that you can just hold it in your inventory before you place it. But you know what, we've hit an hour, we're good, we're good. I got a little quiet there at the end. I was just trying to focus. Building is tough because you gotta like map it out in your head and know kind of what you're doing with it. But otherwise, I think that turned out great. This is really fun. This I told you guys this suitcase thing is so cool, and it's only gonna get cooler later on, like as we do more in the game, and have like a more of a base like that we just always can hop into, especially when we start mining. Like I'm gonna have like chests and chests of stuff, and I can always have it just right there in my backpack. It's sweet. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. I don't know what we'll do next. I did say originally in the last video I made, I did say like TF2 was next, and I ended up doing this. So we'll do TF2 next. If I wait too long, then I'll never get any skill with that game. So I might as well do that next. Um, Maybe do like Two Fort again or something, because that's pretty fun. Although no, you gotta branch out. You gotta branch out and go to like the other stuff. So we'll do like some other game mode. But we'll figure it out later. I'll get that out Saturday. We'll stick to the schedule, and I mean, otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Um, yeah, hopefully uploads should be back to normal at this point. I have something going on in about a week and a half where I won't have the weekend, so I'll miss out on a Saturday upload. But I might still get like a Limbus in, like Sunday night. But we'll see how I feel. But other than that, we should be cruising for now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's everything needs to be said. So thanks again so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around this long. If I can keep myself from repeating too much, remember that tomorrow is always another day. And have a good one, guys.